Help me understand. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Is that all you can? You just say something and run away? Don't run away. Love is love, right? We should love one another. It's a good thing. I understand same-sex love, like same-gender love. Okay. So for the record, I get it. So I'm not against you loving who you want to love. I'm not against you having friends with who you want to have friends with. I'm not against you, going to a party with somebody that's the same sex. I mean, I do it all the time. I have good friends. We play basketball with each other, and they're men. But when you start saying that it's normal to put two pieces of a puzzle that actually don't fit, it's not homophobic. How is that homophobic? Why don't you come on? Come on, tell me why what I'm saying. I want to understand. Help me understand. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Is that all you can? You just say something and run away? Don't run away. Don't run away. I want to know. You see, you're running away. He's running away. Tell me. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Help me. Help me.
It doesn't make any difference to your life what other people do with their personal time.
You're telling me what makes a difference in my life? Do you know who I am and what makes a difference in my life? It does bother me, and it does cause a difficulty within society.
So don't have sex with the same gender.
It's okay to get.
You don't have
okay.
to.
But it's
You
okay
don't
to
have to
get
do
the word
anything
of
you
God.
don't want to
Right.
do.
But it's okay
Right.
to get the word of
No,
God.
I'm not going to do
Don't
that.
worship God.
So, yeah.
I'm not going to force anybody else to follow.
But nobody
my
is
opinion.
forcing anybody. I'm sharing my perspectives, just like you are. Nobody's forcing you.
Okay, so there's a difference between sharing your perspective with people that want to listen versus
Like everybody here,
sharing your perspective on a microphone,
with everybody here,
on loudspeaker.
with everybody here.
Mr. Darling, we are from Christ.
You know, just the same way. I don't have to sleep with someone. It doesn't bother me. You don't have to listen. It doesn't bother you. Your own logic, right? Use your logic and apply it. You see, they give me logic, but they don't want to use their own logic in their own life. If what you do doesn't bother me, then why does what I do bother you? So I want to understand. Please help me.
My personal view on the matter is the fact that you are kind of like saying this shit, like you're saying, oh yeah, it's not okay for a man to sleep with a man. And what you're doing, what's wrong with it?
Okay, no. I want to hear what she has to say. Talk to me. I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, sorry. In my opinion, right, literally, do what you want to do. It's your life, isn't it? Like, sorry, like.
If you're walking, man, just.
Okay. My personal, sorry. Okay. I'm queer. I like men. I like women. It's not deep, right? At the end of the day, what I'm doing is not hurting anyone else. It's not hurting you, and I don't feel the need. I don't. How is it hurting your children?
Hold on. Hey, you said you're. Okay, let one person speak. I want to hear what she has to say. Okay, we're talking together. My name is David, by the way. No problem.
Okay. Again, like, it's just my personal view. Is, as I said, I think it's okay for a woman to sleep with a woman. It's okay for a man to sleep with a man because it's not hurting anyone. No one's getting like. It's not. Again. Can you stop getting involved?
Yeah, I just want to come on. Just respect what she has to say.
I just don't. I'm genuinely curious. I do not understand why you think you need to go out onto the street and start saying like, oh, it's not okay for a man to sleep with a man.
Okay, I'm listening. Okay, can I? Yeah. So here's what we have observed for the last almost 60 years. We've observed a community that felt discriminated against, wanting their rights, and they said, we just want our rights. We don't want to change anything you're doing. We don't want to change society. We don't want to teach your kids. We just want to feel freedom. Okay, so the laws changed. They got their freedom, but it didn't just stop there. Now they wanted to project their teachings and their lifestyle on kids. Now every other child, whether they're religious or not, is forced to embrace and be indoctrinated and taught things that they don't believe in. And on top of that, now our tax dollars are being used to transition people from young ages. Not only that, but to give hormone pills, and it's affecting everybody. And on top of that, based upon all statistics from every country, disease has spread in greater degrees from this particular community that has practiced this lifestyle because of the sexual nature, the practices that they use, which is just naturally more, especially with the men, is a little more, opens up the door for more disease. So this has affected society. On top of that, it has now gone into the movies where innocent kids are now sexualized, taught in books, in Disney, sexualized in ways that now they can't even read a kid's book.
Christ forgiveness. Talking about sexualizing kids. It's funny.
You can't watch a movie. Now everybody has a choice of what movie,
This
but
guy's,
it's indented everywhere.
Giga
And not only
retard.
that, but it's paraded around the streets. It's in every institution. Now I'm not even allowed to believe what I believe about it without being called a homophobe. On top of it, the very fact that you came and you were offended by the projection of my views, not necessarily you, maybe your friend, but you were offended by the projection of my views, shows you that my views are being silenced or being censored, or you're desiring deep inside for my views not to be here. Meanwhile, your views are entitled to be projected and broadcasted everywhere. So here's the thing. God's views have been projected from the beginning of time. But now you want your views to be projected either on an equal or greater level than God's views. And that's where the challenge is. So what I'm saying is normal. It's normal that a male is for a female. It is normal that two people procreate. It is normal that the male sexual organ goes into the female. This is normality. Anything beyond this is abnormal. Now, everybody's entitled to do what is abnormal, but when you project abnormality in community, it creates confusion in the younger generation. Just like the weed. I'll let you finish. I'll let you go. Just let me. I'm done with this. It's just like a person that wants to smoke weed or to smoke tobacco. Now, the smoke obviously affects people if you're in a nearby thing, but the example that young kids see makes them want to indulge in the very thing and look into it, and that creates a bad example. So this is the problem of why it affects everybody else, and it does. It's affecting, and now Christians like myself, people that want to read the Bible, we're being canceled and censored. That's why there's an uproar. There's a feeling that something needs to be changed. And it's not that we hate anybody. I don't hate you because of your choices. I'd rather point you to a place that your choices are more in line with who you were made to be. And that's all I'm saying. God loves you so much, and I see you have a Jewish thing there, and you know the Jewish God. The Jewish God, if you read the Torah, says the same thing I'm saying. Yes, it does. I can read it for you.
I mean, the thing
So that's
is,
all. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, yeah. So you made quite a few points there. First one, I'd like to say, the fact you're saying like, oh yeah, it's in movies now. And like queer relationships are in movies, and that's not okay. However, in addition, you could say the exact same thing. Like, for example, something like the Bee movie. There's a relationship between an animal and a human, which is just disgusting.
It is.
But
That shouldn't be
I
ever.
know. But the thing is, that's deemed as completely okay. No one said anything about that, and people get mad about this.
Can I respond quickly?
It's alright if I just quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
The second thing, in Judaism, I'm a liberal Jew. We believe you love who you love. There are lesbians who have gotten married at my synagogue.
Don't worry about it.
There are lesbians who have got married at my synagogue. We have multiple trans people, we have multiple non-binary people. We respect everyone because it's your life, your choices. And in addition, I would also like to say, like, I don't have an issue with you believing what you believe in, right?
Bring my speaker here.
Religious nuts, dude. They will use whatever mainstream argument against, which, I mean, the argument is not like completely wrong, you know, with kids that young, whatever. But he was being a bigot way before. He just couldn't have a good argument until, you know, the mainstream counter arguments. So I don't like when they're shielding their bigotry with, like, you know, normal people, non-religious people arguments against it. But I guess that's religious people. Tough to have taken for 3 years. Hello, Forsen. This is my 3rd year in this God's forsaken place, and I only get to talk to you every 12 months. Please make the DS cheaper, thanks. And yeah, I mean, it's 10 normally. Just not during the intro. Slowly, I think, for 3 years. Thank you, boys. Double diamond E badge for Zany. Dash Booba, welcome. 2 years and Mr. Schmile Money. Forsen, hi. Forsen, hey, Forsen. What's up? Pan, J, Steelings, I'm Tamswag. Roiver, Bulis, thank you boys. Brun. Welcome. Alright, I think we're good there. We are fucking fabulous. No salt on food take. I mean, if you are unironically religious in the current year, that is giga cringe. Alright. You can say atheism is cringe, but the giga cringe is fucking religion. That is just people having a hard time coping with their own mortality. That is literally what it is. 10, alright.